Third and a couple. Cardinals bring 4. Pickett tries to step up, and he is slung down and sacked. So the Cardinals get in and stop it right away. Andrew Billings on the inside comes up with a sack. Veteran out of Baylor.
Because the sound of this offense fits my brain pretty good. I like it.
3rd and 2. There's the out quick, and it's broken up. That's Will Lee, rookie out of Texas A&M. He's the 4th round pick, and the Panthers are looking at adding to a strong secondary. Lee breaks that one up, and the Cardinals will punt.
As if the Carolina
6th year in the league out of Penn State. Trevor Etienne waiting back deep. Gilligan kicks a whirly bird down there. It's tough to catch, and will be out of bounds at the 3. Nice punt by Gilligan. Backs the Panthers back to their own 3-yard line. Struggle for Pickett to get it, and Etienne gets beat up quickly by Andrew Billings. Sack earlier, tackle for loss here because of the bad snap.
And Billings is tearing things up.
And Chris Brazel, a wide receiver they were hoping for a lot of out of the draft, both injured in camp and done for the year. Deep shot downfield. Receiver tangles Bryson Tremaine, and a flag.
Boy, what a difference that makes right there. Stories, they all have ways of doing things that all come back to Pete Carroll.
Pickett, Chen crossing, flag down. He's going to be brought down after the loss of a yard or 2. Every play matters, right? Martin's got the space to kick it away. And it's a good one. And Weaver will let it go. Batted, kept alive by the Panthers special teams. All those hustle opportunities are watched. They're going to get the ball at the 3-yard line. So instead of being at their own 1, it's 96 yards down the other.
And I tell you, anytime you come up and you've got pass rushers and you've got corners, you have a chance.
3rd and 7 here for Carson Beck. Shot down the field, brought in to the 41-yard line. Jalen Brooks with the grab and a first down for Arizona.
Yeah, you get a little bit of that double. Gets up, runs in for a touchdown, and nobody can catch him when he gets in the open field.
Nice throw by Beck. This is complete to the 25-yard line. One more time to Jalen Brooks, former Cowboy.
How about that? Now,
a couple of receivers out wide. One comes back to the corner, the inside run. Corey Kaner to the end zone. And the first touchdown of this NFL season.
Okay. I mean, that was really impressive. And that guy is super happy right now. Mike LaFleur, beautifully called drive, takes him right down the field, totally under control.
First game back in the Superdome. Can you take us back to the emotion of that game?
It will forever be one of the greatest moments in the history of New Orleans and Saints football.
I'm going to have you throw it back to Mike and Chris.
Mike and Chris, back to you guys.
Yeah, you got it, Breezy.
Like a pro.
Way to go. Yeah, he is for sure. Good catch and run here for John Mechie for the Panthers. Takes it to the 35-yard line.
You were there that night. Starter comes back, and that's exactly the reason they have Kenny Pickett.
Speaking of veterans, A.J. Dillon is in the backfield now. Pickett, wheel route shot, incomplete. As he tried to get it to the tight end, Mitchell.
Over 1,100 yards from scrimmage one year.
And will easily take it in the end zone for a Carolina touchdown.
That was a business decision right there by a lot of people. Dave Canales' group just answers right back, and let's give Brad Itzik a little credit for the play caller there as well. Takes him right down the field with his veteran quarterback, and that was sharp. That's pretty good for the Hall of Fame game. These guys only been practicing for a week.
3 different times.
His landing zone was between the uprights.
That's good luck. That shot downfield, got a man. Oh, it's caught, big hit, and held on to. One more time by Brooks. Jalen Brooks.
Stutter step at the top of this route here just before he gets to the defender, and then able to maintain his speed and go right by, and he knew this hit was coming. It was folding him back inside, concentrates, said, let me eat, here we go. Man, that...
The all-time Mr. Clutch in terms of kickers. Carson Beck in the cards inside the 5 for Fehoko in the end zone. He's got it for the touchdown. Jimmy Fehoko, receiver out of Stanford. And Beck with a nice touch. Cardinals come down the field and score.
The competitive spirit in Arizona is showing up early in this. They're going up and down the field. Tremendous catches. That's a great throw. To Carson Beck, looks like he is just another day.
Full circle, come and knock on my door and welcome me into the Hall of Fame. It was amazing.
Now kids want to be Adam Vinatieri. Chris Collinsworth has a question for you.
I've got to ask you.
From the 15. Good touch on that one. To the pylon and in for the touchdown. That is Jaseen Reed.
And I hope we get this kind of execution when we start the regular season. These teams are flying up and down the field. These young quarterbacks are absolutely putting on a show out here. Just fun to watch. Welcome back, football. Let's go.
Reed out of USD with the catch.
Oh, right. Yes.
I have it here, buddy.
That's right. That's right.
That's right. Hey, congratulations, Luke. We're so excited for you. Excited to watch you debut on TV. All the best to you, man. Back on it here as it was punched out by Shaw Smith-Wade, who's one of the important players of this Carolina defense here as the season goes on.
Who knew that Peanut Tillman was going to have such an impact on this league, right? Luke Kuechly, man, Mr. Superman. Clark Kent going to work.
All-timer with Georgia and Georgia Tech back a couple of years ago between the hedges.
What was it, 8 overtimes?
8 overtimes. Third and 4, and he's going to get brought down here as the Panthers get to him and sack him. The Panthers on 4th down as Ryland will kick the field goal. From 35. Good rush off the edge, but Chad Ryland knocks it through.
This is when you would use that 3rd and short. And now if you want to take off and pick up the first down, why not?
Oh, he stayed there through it. He got the first down. He found Jimmy Horn Jr. for a tackle to the 15-yard line.
Exactly what they would have loved to have seen. They've got plenty to work on now, but he was sharp tonight. Look good.
Ryan Fitzgerald from 33 knocks it through 6 consecutive drives with points. Beck, shoulder shake, try Virgil, the rookie again. Big hit, couldn't hang on. A Pro Bowler and one of the people that is so respected around the league, Larry Fitzgerald. As Anthony Tyus carries there, we go to Melissa with Larry Fitz.
Me on-the-job training for something that I really wanted to do at a young age, and so you get a chance to model yourself after John Randall and Randall McDaniel and Chris Doman and Warren Moon and Randy Moss and Chris Carter. You know, some of the greatest players in the world, and you know, to be able to learn from them, doing what they do best, it was great for me.
Hold that thought. Let's go to Mike.
Yeah, we had a punch out by Quentin Newsom out of Nebraska. Guy was playing the UFL. And Melissa, right after we watched the second-year man out of BYU. Handed off for the first time. Kiner loses a yard, and back to Melissa. You were one of the all-time greats for one of the flagship franchises in this league.
Well, Mike, it's a great feeling to know that your organization stands behind you. They were willingly participated in this game, you know, to raise the profile of
big numbers, man. Congrats. Enjoy the weekend, Larry.
Thank you. You guys have a wonderful evening.
Thanks, Larry.
Thanks, Melissa. Slovis cannot get away and will go down back at the 31-yard line. So a couple of Panthers getting inside. Nick Hampton, one of the 239s on the Panthers roster, comes up with the sack here. As the hold of punter Blake Gillikin. Chad told me he's so glad to have Gillikin back and healthy, and their teamwork was really good. 4th down and a couple for Haynes King. And he completes it for the first down and more. Caden Prescorn, guy who played a couple years at Ole Miss, 57 catches for the Rebs, got a first down there.
Yeah, the old give it to fake, bootleg out here. Drew Brees would have loved this one, just as wide open as it could be for that big first down. He got them all while I was broadcasting. I've never seen a guy break so many records.
King, first down, puts it on Anthony Tyus, who's in the end zone for a Panther touchdown, and Carolina takes the lead.
Works going to the right. You just flip the coin right and say flip it over, and let's try it the other way.
Tyus takes it in for the score. Yeah, good for Haynes King. 16-22 now, Chris.
Words out of his mouth as I'm walking up to the huddle. It's like I know exactly why he's calling this play. You know, play caller's intent, as we say. And it was as if I was an extension of him on the field.
Nice hit from Slovis to Wallace there. Speaking of calls and Sean Payton.
We began to build what became the Saints.
It's an incredible story. Really so cool to watch it. Ryland on for the field goal. Makes it 24-23. Hey, man, we're so happy for you and proud of you. Congratulations.
Broadcast staff for Sunday Night Football. It's this journey keeps getting better and better.
Well, you are invaluable as we throw it back to Mike.
Yeah, speaking of better and better, Miles Davis with a first down run. Beautiful burst.
Just outside zone here. Everybody's going to try and skip one spot down. And you get a crease like that, and that running back doesn't have to break stride. The speedsters of the world are going to take full advantage of that one.
They'll mark him down to the 25. It's a gain of 36 yards.
Davis has had a nice.
Fitzgerald on to extend the lead to 4. Rushed by the Cardinals. Fitzgerald knocks it through. Carolina lead. 6:53 to go. And you call that everybody at Fox and CBS and Prime and everybody else to do it too.
And that's why they call it a challenge.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right.
So Bradshaw's
as well.
To do that?
Really comfortable with it.
It was fun for us, I'll tell you that for sure. Slovis pass is brought in at the 45-yard line. Good grab. It's Reggie Virgil again. At the 45-yard line, it's another catch for Reggie Virgil. Able to hang on to that. That's his 4th of the night. He has 50 yards, and Keaton Slovis has gone 5 of 6 for 81 yards. And here, Corey Kiner, ankle tackle. Otherwise, he may have been going all the way. At the 31-yard line on Thursday. 3rd and 8 here. There's a blitz, a little pressure. It's picked up. And pass is complete. Virgil one more time to the 14-yard line. This young man has shown quite well. And Mike, we were talking in the break, all 4 quarterbacks who have played tonight really handled the game well. Cardinals have 2nd and goal, trying to take the lead here at the 2-minute warning. Corey Kiner's the back. Slovis to the end zone. Is he in? They say.
Let's see.
This is Bryson Green.
Couldn't really tell from that view.
See here, he's got the ball there.
All right, Terry's been sitting there all night. Come on, you got to do some work.
All right, Chris. I think he gets control with both feet down. I really do. We're looking at our last shot. Right there, he's got control, both feet in. I think it's a touchdown.
All right,
I'm going touchdown.
Give him his $1 million. Okay.
Terry McCauley, 3-time Super Bowl referee. Back with us is our rules analyst. And you see, didn't fall asleep on the job. We didn't go to him all night. Inside the 2-minute warning, bang, bang play.
The previous play is under review.
Terry's right there for you. We go to New York. And Mike LaFleur is looking and say, hey, maybe I got that one. Take the lead. Horn slip, screen, Davis.
Done.
Really well done. Austin Keys.
Does he have one more of those throws, or do we finally see him take off and really try to show off what he can do with his legs?
Oh, there he goes. He's got a ton of room as well. Made the right call. King out of bounds. Knowing they were out of timeouts. Did everything right. 17-yard line. Good run, King. Good call, Chris.
You sign up for the magic. There you go. He's shown us that he can deliver the football in the passing game. Soft box. Quarterback ball would have a chance.
Game on the line. King, he's going to step up. Pumps, runs, goal line. Is he in? Yes! Carolina wins! Haynes King! King of the night!
Look at him.
Whole team's out there mobbing them.
It's party time in Canton, Ohio.
And then all the way through to the postseason. Haynes King gets his moment, kept his leg off the ground, broke the plane, in for the score. Coming up next, except on the West Coast, it's your local news with Chris Collinsworth, Melissa Stark, Terry McCauley, our producer Rob Hyland, our director, Hall of Famer Drew Esikoff. Happy night for the Panthers. They win the Pro Football Hall of Fame game.